Hazard analysis. What can go wrong when cooking dinner for a romantic evening? Rod in the back.
Allergies, food poisoning.
Allergies and food poisoning. Should she cook the chorizo? I don't know. Looks kind of iffy. Allergies, yes.
Faulty equipment, if you have a bad stove.
Yes, a faulty equipment could cause a fire or something. That's really bad.
Setting the entire chicken on fire.
He sounds like he speaks from experience.
Dad did that with personal injury.
Personal injury, yes. So when cutting onions, look at the onion and don't try to make cool eyes. So, bleeding is not considered cool on a date if you can avoid it. Yes, quantity of food. Absolutely. This is a very real issue that really happens on dates. I'll tell you a story when I'm not on camera sometime.
Your date doesn't show up.
Oh, yes. She's not speaking from experience. But yes, the date doesn't show up. That is sad. That would be a very sad thing.
Or you have a piece that due the next day.
Or you have a piece that due the next day. Not a good day for a romantic evening. What else?
Forgetting to set a timer.
Yes, that's an easy thing to go wrong. Not setting timers. Yes. In fact, yesterday I did not set a timer. And I put a thermometer inside the chicken. And I said, great. When the thermometer reads 162, I'm going to pull the chicken out, no problem. I proceeded to enjoy the company of my friends and drink the wine. And went, oh my God. Came back over here and went, oh, 175, darn it. Yes, I could have set a timer. That would have been helpful.
Unlabeled food ingredients such as salt, sugar.
Confusing two similar in appearance ingredients like salt and sugar. Thomas sounds like he speaks from experience in this one. Yes. Not so good in coffee, salty coffee. But I believe popular in some places. I'm sorry? Fire drills. Some things that are a little bit beyond your control. Okay, so this is good. Good hazard analysis for that. Specifications. From there, we try to figure out what we're going to do. We might make a shopping list. We might make a list of what we're doing for the recipes. We go on to design it. And then we have to figure out, do people like it or not? Verification. How do we test to figure out if people are going to like it or not? Ben?
Take a small bite.
Take a small bite. Take many small bites. Over the course of the meal, they say a good cook keeps tasting it before you serve it. What else could you do?
Get someone else to taste it.
Get someone else to taste it, yes. When? You say, psst, come over here, John, come over here. I'm about to serve it to Jackie. No, what, at the time? Earlier. How much earlier? An hour?
Enough save time.
Enough time so you could fix it later? What else could you do?
Call mom, ask if it's supposed to be brown.
Mom, the chorizo's not looking very good. Yeah. Purple, green, yep. Use it? Okay. Yes, a practice dinner beforehand. Let's see if you can make this stuff and how it tastes and if you like it. That's exactly right. Okay, so I've given you a design process that I'll tell you you can use for making anything. Anything you ever make, ever. In all your engineering disciplines, you can use this exact same process all the time for anything you want to make. We've mapped it to cooking dinner. Let's have you try it on your own. Let's try this. Here's your design challenge. Map the steps to throwing a surprise party for your best friend. You're going to map the first 5 steps. I want you to work in groups of 3 with people in your vicinity. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to do this. First 5 steps as completely as you can to throwing a surprise birthday party for your best friend. Here we go.
Surprise
All right, so right now, the students are trying to figure out how to map the steps to throwing a surprise birthday party for their best friend. And they'll take about 5 minutes to do this. Over those 5 minutes, they'll try to map each of the steps individually, and we're going to do a debrief and figure out what they said. But now, if you want to, try doing it yourself and see if you can come up with a really good solution. All right, let's find out what you said to solve this problem. So, you've had 5 minutes to try to figure out how to solve the first 5 steps of this problem to figure out how to throw a surprise birthday party for your best friend. What is the underlying problem that we are trying to solve?
They don't have plans for their birthday and we want to make it awesome.
She said, we don't have plans for the birthday, we're trying to make it awesome. Or they may have plans for the birthday, and we're still trying to make it awesome. What are the other aspects of the underlying problem? It should be a surprise. Stated in the problem statement, but also true. What else? Underlying problem, underlying objectives.
Throw a fun party for all those involved.
To throw a fun party for those involved. Let's talk about those involved. Who are they? Anybody? In the back. Yes. And the actual person's birthday it is, yes. Why else? That's it? No other reason to throw a birthday party?
So that you get one later on?
It's for you to get one later on. In psychology, we call it the reciprocity effect. Good, okay. So, we've identified the needs. Information phase, what can inform us about how to throw a surprise birthday party?
How old they're turning?
How old they're turning. What do you mean by that?
We don't throw a clown party for a 50-year-old.
You don't throw a clown party for a 50-year-old. I happen to know some 50-year-olds who might enjoy that, but it'd be kind of weird, right? Okay, so maybe you do. We got to pick your 50-year-olds very carefully. Benedy. When their birthday is would inform it, absolutely.
Just a quick question. Is surprise party automatically equal birthday party in this case? Or
This is a surprise birthday party. I'm sorry, yes. In this case, it did. I didn't put that on the slide. Yes, you're right.
when they're free?
When they're free would influence it, absolutely. What else can inform us about throwing a surprise birthday party?
If they like surprises or not.
If it likes surprises or not, absolutely will inform us about how to throw a surprise birthday party for someone who doesn't like surprises.
What they like to do.
What they like to do. For example,
So if you, someone may like to go out bowling or something, you can throw a surprise birthday party.
great, to appeal to their hobbies
Yeah.
and likes. Great, what else?
What kind of friends they have.
What kind of friends they have? How do you mean that?
It informs who we're going to invite to the party.
Informs who we're going to invite, yes.
And the size and nature of the social circles. So if you like small gatherings or big gatherings.
Yes, so how big the party should be. What else could inform us?
Like past parties that you or people might have been to.
Past parties you've been to, personal experience, where you say, this was an awesome party, this party sucked. We're not going to do one of those again. Right, absolutely, past experience is hugely important.
What can you distract them?
What can you do to distract them? How do you mean?
We have to trick them into showing up in a room full of people at some point. Some clever plan.
You need a plan, yes, okay, good. So that's information phase that can inform us about it. But we forgot one of our most valuable tools that we talked about before, Google. And what might you Google? How to throw a surprise party. And do you think you get any results?
No.
A ton. You get a ton. Google has all the information that would appear. Okay, stakeholder phase. Who are the primary stakeholders? Guest of honor. Everyone invited? You? Who are secondary stakeholders?
People who live in the place you're hosting.
Maybe people live in the place you're hosting. The neighbors that call the cops all the time. And therefore the cops are also stakeholders. Okay, great. Planned research, operational research. What are we limited by?
Money.
Money. Great, so if we don't have a lot of money, we can't buy the expensive beer. What else?
Again, time.
Time. When's their birthday? Tomorrow. No way, tomorrow. What am I going to do? Can I throw a surprise birthday party in one day? It's going to be really hard to do. Right, okay, how much time we have exactly? What else?
The best friend's schedule.
Your best friend's schedule, yes, because they could be traveling out of the country or working night shifts or something like that, right? Okay. What can go wrong at a surprise birthday party for your best friend? Veronica. The person doesn't show up. Absolutely. David.
Person finds out ahead of time.
The person finds out ahead of time.
None of the guests show up.
None of the guests show up. It's you and the person. You're like, surprise.
Going back to the cops.
Going back to the cops.
Having them come.
Having the cops come. Yes. Ben.
If you scare them into a heart attack.
Yes, you don't want to scare your friend if they have a heart condition. That's good. Cameron, was that yours?
Yeah, weather.
Weather. So don't have an outdoor party when it's going to be threatening to have a thunderstorm or in January in Boston. Not a good time for an outdoor barbecue. Just isn't. So my best friend in high school, we're best friends, and I'm throwing him a surprise birthday party. And my best friend was notorious for not showing up to things. You make plans a week ahead of time. You confirm it a few days ahead of time. It's Friday night. Ghost town. Just not there, and no one knows where he is. He just was kind of casual. This happened all the time, and we all knew this. I said, okay, I'm going to make sure that he shows up. So I said, look, he's really into art and design. I said, there's this great exhibit coming up for an M.C. Escher thing they're doing at this museum in Boston. And there's someone speaking, and I'm going to buy tickets to it for your birthday. And they're really expensive, so can we clear the date, make sure it's okay? He goes, yeah, it's fine. Great. So that's like 2 months out. 2 months. So a month later, I'm like, hey, looking forward to that exhibit thing? He goes, oh, yeah. Do you have your calendar? I do have my calendar. It's like the only thing he had on his calendar. It's good. It's now like a week out. Hey, dude, next Friday, we're going to MC Escher exhibit. Okay. Right on. That's great. Perfect. It's Monday. Hey, Friday night, we'll get together like, I don't know, like 6-ish. We'll go and get some like dinner or something. Then we'll go. Yeah, it sounds great. Cool. Great. Wednesday. 2 days away. Cool, right on. Thursday, tomorrow. Friday night, 6 o'clock, his house. I go there. What happens?
He's not there.
No, he's there. It's amazing. I'm blown away. I'm like, he's actually there. It's incredibly cool. So we do the whole thing. We go to the house. We walk inside, open the door. I go around the side of the door. Everyone's waiting here. He comes around the door. Everyone goes, surprise! And he's like, what? I said, dude, it's your surprise birthday party. Surprise. And he's like, I thought we were going to an exhibit. No, that was all fake, but you bought the tickets. No, they're not real. And he was sad. What we learned from our hazard analysis, our post-mortem, don't make the other events sound more fun than a surprise birthday party. Okay.